In this video, we are going to discuss about the Raoult's law. In the previous video, we have seen about the Henry's law. In Henry's law, gas is dissolved in liquid. Now, in Raoult's law, we are going to see that when liquid is dissolved in liquid, what is the condition? Let us see the definition of Raoult's law. For a solution of two volatile liquids, that is first liquid and second liquid, the partial vapor pressure of each component of solution is directly proportional to the mole fraction present in it. Here it is the similar case with that of the Henry's law. Raoult's law is a special case of Henry's law. We have taken two liquids, and you know that when two liquids are mixed together, it is considered as solution, and one of the liquid is considered as solute and the other as solvent in that. And you know that liquids get converted into vapors easily, and that vapor will exert the pressure. Here the partial vapor pressure of each component of the solution is directly proportional to the mole fraction of that component present in the solution. Remember that if the component is more in the solution, then more vapor will be formed and more vapor pressure will be seen of that component, and if the component is less in amount, we are going to see less vapor, and less vapor will exert less vapor pressure. Let us see the mathematical representation of Raoult's law. For first component, P1 is directly proportional to X1. Here P1 is nothing but partial vapor pressure of first component, and X1 is mole fraction of first component, and these two are directly proportional to each other. When we remove the proportionality, we are going to add an equal to, along with that we are going to add a constant. Here in this case the constant is P1 naught, which is the vapor pressure of a pure component. So the equation is P1 is equal to P1 naught into X1. And similarly for the second component, P2 is equal to P2 naught into X2, where P2 naught is nothing but vapor pressure of a second component in pure state. We know that according to Dalton's law of partial pressure, the sum of the partial pressure of all the components present in the solution is equal to the total pressure. Here P total is equal to P1 plus P2. Why? Because in the solution we have two components, component 1 and component 2. So P total is equal to P1 plus P2. On substituting the values of P1 and P2, as we have seen here, P1 is equal to P1 naught into X1, and P2 is equal to P2 naught into X2. When we substitute these values here, we are going to get P1 naught into X1 plus P2 naught into X2, and we know that sum of the mole fraction of all the components is equal to 1, and from that we can calculate the mole fraction of any of the component. In place of X1 we are going to substitute 1 minus X2. When we substitute this and simplify this equation, we are going to get P total is equal to P1 naught plus P2 naught minus P1 naught into X2. This is how you can calculate the total pressure of the solution. Remember that Raoult's law states that for volatile liquids, volatile means the liquids which can easily evaporate. For volatile liquids, the partial vapor pressure of a component is directly proportional to the mole fraction of that component present in the solution. We are going to see ideal and non-ideal solutions in the next coming video.